There is a video that will break your heart. And this is a small child.
Nine-year-old Queden Bayles.
In Australia, he has dwarfism, and he has been severely bullied to the point where he has talked about taking his own life. And this has resonated with people around the globe, including a lot of celebrities, a lot of MMA fighters that want to step in. But here is what sparked this whole thing.
So I've just picked my son up from school, witnessed a bullying episode, rang the principal, and I want people to know, parents, educators, teachers, this is the effect that bullying has.
I'm going to do it though.
This is what bullying does.
I just want to die right now. I just want to bang my head into a glass. I want someone to kill me.
This is the effect of bullying. This is what it's doing. And I want people to know how much it is hurting us as a family. I want people to educate their children.
It is one of the most powerful videos I think I've ever seen. It is one of the most powerful videos I've ever seen in my life, that it really does show the impact of tearing somebody apart for who they are. And look at what happened.
Yeah, as you said, Harv, this is resonated with, really struck a chord with a lot of people around the world, and a lot of celebrities who immediately upon seeing this posted their own videos supporting him, letting Queden and his family know that there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people who are supporting him, including Hugh Jackman.
Queden, you are stronger than you know, mate. And no matter what, you've got a friend in me. So everyone, let's please be kind to each other. Bullying is not okay.
You have a bunch of friends out here, out in the world that you haven't met yet. But we're here and we got your back. And you need to know that. It'll get better.
We want you to leave us out on the weekend, and it's going to mean more to us than it will to you, bud. So just make sure you're looking after yourself, and hopefully we'll get to see you in the next couple of days. Yeah, brother.
You know what? There's so many bad things about social media, at least in my opinion, all the cancel culture and all that stuff. But here, this is something positive now that this video has circulated, in an instant throughout the world, and you have people who can actually help, who are in a position to help, who are going to help this young kid. And that's really the touching part, and that's the positive that can come from social media.
I wonder if this video, if this little boy is going to kind of shake people into not doing stuff like this, because it's one thing.
The visual of seeing a 9-year-old child,
absolutely,
that distraught.
And because talking about it doesn't do it.
Right.
But you want to think that, guys. But remember, we had a situation with that young man, Raiden, who was getting punched on at school. They were beating him up, and a lot of people stepped up for him as well. And you think that finally people are going to open their eyes and wise up, and kids aren't going to be bullied, and to the point where you have a young child saying he wants to die, and you think it's not going to happen anymore, but it continues to happen. And now we have another situation, and again we say we hope it's not going to happen, but sadly I'm sure it is going to.
But maybe seeing this, and you're right about Raiden. By the way, I'm glad you brought that up, Babcock, because one of the people who really reached out to help Raiden and is now doing the same thing here with Queden is Mick Foley, the wrestling legend Mick Foley, who is joining us right now to talk about, because he's actually done something.
He's done a lot
to help
he has done a
the
lot.
situation here with Queden. So joining us now is Mick Foley. Mick, welcome to TMZ Live. How are you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I am familiar with Raiden from Oklahoma City, and as a matter of fact, just a couple of days ago, I secured a bunch of tickets for him and his family to come to one of my events in Oklahoma City at the end of March. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him. And like so many other people, this little boy, Queden, this video tore me apart and touched my heart, and I think has brought out the best in me and thousands of others who have contributed and millions of others who've had their hearts touched.
Mick, don't you think that this is going to have some impact on a lot of people who might bully and say, my God, I had no idea?
I hope so. I hope it's the type of video that's so powerful it will create conversations between parents and children, and to let the children know that this is unacceptable, that this is the outcome, that words do hurt and they need to be chosen wisely. And I just hope that, in our culture, we have not more moments like this, but that we have moments that can make the cultural shift possible.
Yeah, Mick, I saw that one of the things you were one of the many people who retweeted a GoFundMe that Brad Williams, the comedian Brad Williams, started, that he set up once he saw the video of Queden, and Brad wanted to raise money to help get Queden and his family a trip to Disneyland. I think that his efforts and your efforts and everyone else has done that.
I just saw the graphic up to $325,000. When I made my donation, they had just passed 10,000. I was like, oh, they did it. I'm going to make a small donation anyway, just to show this young man that we care. And so all of this was happening in real time. It was like, I think I saw WWE superstar Paige's tweet.
Right.
And that was what led me to retweet Brad. And then Paige and I start talking about, maybe trying to bring this young man to WrestleMania. She says, get in touch with Brad. And meanwhile, Jillian Barbary, who's a great personality out there.
She's the best. She is the best.
She's awesome, and she's keeping up with me, and she's like sending a message like 100K with 8 exclamation points, and her son sent out a beautiful message. So you had all these conversations taking place in real time, and I have to believe there were thousands, maybe tens of thousands of similar conversations just taking place between friends saying, you have to see this, and we have to do something about it.
And we should, by the way, we should give credit to Queden's mother, who had the presence of mind to realize that videotaping this is a moment that's really important, that she thought of this. So kudos to her, too. Hey, Mick, before we let you go, tell us about the Nice Day Tour.
Yeah. I'm taking a little break, and then I get back out on the road March 10th in Roanoke, Virginia, Bristol, Tennessee, Pikeville, Kentucky. We're hitting 38 states. 13 states, 38 cities over the next few months. And if people want to hear me tell slightly exaggerated stories from my career.
None of us exaggerated at all.
I would
Mick.
listen, because you're really one of my favorite people. So really, everything you do, Mick, is so fantastic. Thank you for the time, and
thanks for supporting.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thank you.